Hello guys and welcome to this stream of the Tankerline Cybershot Conqueror Finals. In this finals we have the Maniacs on the red side, the Maniacs on the blue side and Apex on the red side. As you can see, the game has begun and we are 1 minute in with continuous pressure from the Maniacs team, and they're doing really well. They're continuously pushing into the enemy base trying to pull the flags, and Maniacs have already pulled one to their base. As you can see, that there are many drop opportunities, and both clans are using them quite well. Assault is holding the flag for the Maniacs team, and both flags are being held. And this is see now that the Maniacs team is properly holding the flag and they're continuously pushing to return the flag. While the Apex, they're holding backsliding, which they shouldn't be doing because it is really important for them to push into the enemy base and try to return the flag. And the Maniacs are pushing up with a flag. This is unusual, as seems this is really unusual because the Maniacs team wouldn't really push up. Yep, this is okay. Yeah, this is the game may have lagged. Yeah, they make a reset. They're going to do a reset now, so just hang tight while we do a reset. Okay, I will stop from inside game. Now we can see that both teams have started to reset and self-destruct because it is important that you self-destruct according to rules. Now the game has begun and there's already all the teams are now fighting for the victory, and as you can see, the first wave of drops has come in. This wave of drops is really important because drops are what get you the win, and you need these drops to, if you want to win, you need to be able to get these drops efficiently and manage them to be able to pull flags. It's, as I say, whichever team controls the drops best ends up winning. And we can see a push by Apex, one of the BPs called Special. as DA Nitron is pushing into the Maniacs team, and there's two of them now. Let's see how the Maniacs defend against this. Both flags have been pulled, and we can see that the Maniacs flag didn't make it quite far. While on the other hand, the Maniacs have pulled the Apex flag right on into their base, and they're playing comfortably well, considering they took most of the drops. Now, Assertive there has DADP, which was the most crucial drops, and he is managing them really well. Apex are trying to continuously apply pressure to the enemy base, and they're continuously pushing. Same on the other side, while the depth of Apex is really strong at the moment. As you can see, they're holding it really well. The Maniacs are pushing again without drops this time. However, the drops are coming in less than 30 seconds. We'll have to see how Apex and the Maniacs manage these next set of drops, as they could determine which team captures in the next 2 minutes. Now you can see that there is a lot of heavy camping going on, since considering this is XBBP. The drops are starting to come in. Now we'll have to see how both teams control these drops. And may I remind you again, I'm your commentator Typhoon, and this broadcaster today with us is the German broadcaster Crazy Boy 1000. Alright, the Apex have their main set of DA Nitros. This could be really important if they control it well. For example, the people carrying this DA Nitros would be 2 to 4 shots, and they can make it really far into the base. However, they seem to take an unusual special. One of the main drop carriers have pushed into the left side of the base, and so has Apex's DADP. As you can see, there's a full drop XP right on the bridge. He has health kit, and he's got backup to help him. This could be really crucial for Apex, and they really need to focus on him to try and get rid of him, because it caused a lot of problems for them. They're inside of Maniacs is doing a good job, and Apex, they have to say, the Maniacs is a really old clan now. We've seen that they've been performing really well in Russian official tournaments such as Blitz. They've ranked top 4th, and considering those facts, Apex are doing a good job keeping up to their pace and giving them some sort of challenge. However, this map really depends on how you control the drops, and it seems the Maniacs are doing a really good job in controlling them. Apex should try to push into the center of the map to control these drops really well. Yet again, the Apex team are holding the depth really well, but it seems they will need to push more to try and get back the flags they've lost. This could potentially be a return, and there's 3 people backing up the flag. They all won. This could, if Apex coordinate this well, they could return this. They could indeed return this. See that the Maniacs are yet again fighting for the spot, and they're trying to pull more flags. There's still 5 minutes to go. Anything can happen. You can never know what could happen. The next wave of drops has come in, and as you can see, that they are making a good push into the enemy base. They'd be able to take those drops really well. It seems that the Maniacs team are really controlling their scoreboard by pushing in and killing the enemy team really quickly, spawn killing them basically. This is what happens when the drops are controlled very well, so it's really important that the drops are controlled properly to prevent them from being knocked down in their base. Now there's 4 minutes to go, and it's 4-0 to the Maniacs team, which are on the blue, may I remind you again. There are a lot of full drop XPs around this, which could prove really dangerous to the Apex team. It is now 5-0 with less than 4 minutes to go. Flag is right now on the bridge. This is a smart route by Assault because the bridge is not used much unless you're doing a quick pull, because bridge with Congo is the part where you get sniped the most, and it isn't really a choice that most attackers use. However, it was really smart to go there, and it's made it right to the base. And it was a really good shot by your daddy from Apex team, who killed the flag right before he touched the podium. Apex really need to use those drops to push into the enemy base from all sides if they wanted to come back from this. Because at the moment it seems they won't be able to come back from this. We can see another push. An XP with double drops is coming in, but he gets taken out by a really good shot by TUXA90. Smith, who did a really good shot. He's on full drops and full health, pushing into the Apex base. The Apex team have been pushed into the city, what so-called city of the Congo. It is really important now. They have to focus on the flag, which is being put right into the center. The unusual route once again. Goodness, good shots by both teams, allowing them to pull really well. Focus really important. It is now 7-0 to the Maniac team with 2 minutes to go. Yet again, however, Apex have been able to pull the flags themselves, which is really impressive considering that the Maniacs is a top-class team, and I respect Apex for doing such a good job in trying to hold them off. However, this game seems so one-sided. But again, it's now 8-0 with 1.5 minutes. Now I guess it's up to the next round to see if the Maniacs are able to keep this victory or the Apex team is able to pull a comeback. However, it's dependent on how they play next round, if there are any substitutes, and how they manage the drops. Managing the drops is really crucial. So if the Apex team really need this one and want this win, they will have to control those drops. Ooh, this is quite interesting. The Maniacs have just lost one flag. Apex just captured the flag, which was unlikely. 8-1 and now. So that was quite a good surprise. Now you can see that they captured in the last 1 minute, which is really impressive. That was good play by Like a Boss, and that was good teamwork we see. Now the flag of the Apex team is right in the middle. Let's see if they're able to pull one more. No, it seems now 30 seconds. They could capture one more, but it seems unlikely. Oh. There seems to be a full-out attack by the Maniacs, and the Apex are doing a really good job by holding it off. Again, there's now 10 seconds left, so there's not much change. And that is the end of the round. As you can see, that was a win for the Maniacs team, 8-1. However, that was quite surprising that Apex were able to pull this. Pull one flag in the last minute. That is quite impressive. Now we'll have to see if they're able to do that once again. 10 seconds left. It is really crucial that all the drops are really timed really well, because they need to manage these drops to be able to win this game. You can see both teams trying to time those drops as well as they can, so they can use them efficiently as soon as when they need to attack. Remind you, the drops drop every 2 minutes, so as soon as you pick them up, they are likely to drop 2 minutes after that. Now with 1 minute to go, all the drops of time, and the games will begin in a minute. And according to Blitz rules, all players have to self-destruct at 11:15 to be able to spawn in good positions and start with a fair game. It seems there are not many squad changes. The Maniacs have kept pretty much the same players, so has the Apex team, so we'll just have to see if they're able to cap at the start instead. Now they'll be self-destructing in 7 minutes. And now the game has begun. You can already see continuous firing of shots into the enemy base from both teams, which is really good, as standing at the start of the game is really important. See that the Maniacs are pushing continuously into the enemy base. And Apex are holding a really good depth. The first set of drops has come in. This will determine which team caps the first flag, if there is any pulls. So the center drops have been taken by the Apex team, which is really good because the center drops are really crucial, especially in Lightform when it's being played on this map. However, the Maniacs team have an XP on DA and Nitrous, which could be proved deadly to the Apex team. As the DA Nitro XP's almost 4 shots and he could pull this flag. There are 3 camping in the Apex village. Seems they're willing to get rid of them to be able to camp. The flag is already into the city of Congo, and it seems the Maniacs will be able to cap this. Communication here is really important. It seems the Maniacs and both the Apex team are communicating really well. They're helping each other and continuously, when the flag needs ball, they're able to be there. But it seems the Apex team are camping it out a lot, which isn't really good. It's for strategy. It's really important they apply the push to the other team to be able to keep map control, thus win the game. Yeah, it is really interesting. Now that is 2-0 in 2 minutes to the Maniac team. The next set of drops is coming, and it seems that the Maniacs have yet again taken these drops, which is good performance from a team that has been playing on a really high level recently. And yet again, I respect Apex for doing a good job against these guys. We can see that Apex player Superstar is pushing into the enemy base with the help of like a box. And he's not, I don't think they'll be able to make it far. There's double penetration in the enemy base. He really gets rid of them really quickly. On the other side of the enemy base, we can see that Apex team A villain has double penetration, which you could use really effectively. Oh, the flag's been pulled again. Oh, the flag flips right on the ramp. That is quite disappointing. Oh, that's odd. He just... Lag just on... It seems there was momentary lag. Now, it seems this is really good considering in the last round, within 6 minutes, the Maniac team had captured at least 4 flags. Oh, yet again, the leader goes to the bench, he's biased. Seems the Maniacs are just toying around with these guys now, but it's really important that the Apex team now start to attack with more than 4 players to be able to stand a chance. It's getting quite interesting. And now yet again they're holding it. The next set of drops is now here. This is again crucial for the Maniacs to take, or for the Apex team to take if they want to stand a chance against these guys. The Maniacs are penetrating the enemy base really well, and now in the center of the map there's XP with double armor and double penetration who's really doing really well, getting rid of the enemy people that spawn in the village. Three 0 and with 5 minutes to go, the team of the Maniacs have got this round secured as well. It is now 4-0 with 4.5 minutes to go. This seems to be quite a one-sided match, which is explainable considering that Apex is a new team in the English community, and the Maniacs team is pretty much international, which began as a German team and now has a few English players such as Assertive, but is still primarily a German team. Now, now the second to last set of drops has come in. It's really again, as I say, whoever takes this will end up capping the flag. And it seems the central drops have been taken by the Apex team, which is unusual. And one key position on this map is the hill near the blue flag, in between the city and the blue flag. And right now the Apex team are controlling this hill really well, thus they were able to take the drops. And if they continue to control this hill really well, they'll be able to take even more drops. So as I say, just control a hill and you win the game. That is one side around with 3 minutes to go. Apex really need a miracle to be able to win this round. Now we can see that the Apex team are holding their defense really well, which is good organization by them. They lost the last round 8-1 and they've come back stronger and are just losing by a small margin now, which is fine. A smaller. That is a good point for growing plan, and it seems as soon as guys get more practice, they'll be able to stand a chance like against these top clans. Maniacs have, however, stopped attacking as hard as, and they're not attacking in groups, which is really important. In clan battles, you have to attack as groups if you want to be able to pull the flag, as both teams are focusing really hard on the people trying to pull the flag. Again, Assertive, it's one of the main player has PA and DP in the center, but he gets neutralized really quickly, which was well played by Apex, as they can see how crucial it is to kill people with such drops to be able to stand a chance against them. And now with less than 1 minute to go, it is clearly impossible for the Apex team to be able to pull a comeback. So it seems that it will be 2-0 to the Maniacs. However, the next round, if they want to win this game, they will have to win the next round to be able to go into the penalty. But it seems unlikely as this game seems to be one-sided. "20 seconds. Are they? Will they be able to pull the flag?" That's good focus by the Maniacs. They killed the guys going for the flag, and they've been able to pull it. Now BP Salvatore is pulling the flag into the base with less than 8 seconds to go, and he is able to cap it in the last few seconds, which is quite spectacular. Good focus by the Maniacs. However, Apex are now doing really well. I'll have to see how this round goes, because now it is all dependent on this round. Now, this is the last, could be the last round, and it may just be a win for the Maniacs team again, because they seem to be doing really well. Now this seems quite one-sided. Game will start again in 1 minute. It's the period of time where both teams are now going to time their drops to be able to use them really effectively, so they can time them well, and then they drop at the same time, and then they could use them to have more full sets or double drops, which is more effective than a single drop. The Manics have kept the same squad, it seems, and there are no changes from the Apex team either, so we'll have to see if they somehow pull a miracle and end up winning this round. Reset periods. Alright, the teams have started to self-destruct, however, the people that left will be rejoining, and the game will begin in less than 5 seconds. So, ladies and gentlemen, I remind you once again, this is the Tanking Line Cybershot final of the Congo X BP tournament, and in this final we have on the blue side the Maniacs, who are leading by a 2-0 clear-cut score in terms of rounds, and Apex on the red side, who are doing a really good job in keeping up with such a high-performing clan. Seems Maniacs team are pushing right into the enemy base right at the start of here. It is really important they control this city. The city is the key. If they're able to control the city drops and they prevent the enemy from the red base from coming even into the center, they will be able to win the round, because as soon as you control the left, it becomes really easy for the attackers to be able to pull. That was good focus by the Apex team. They got rid of a BP with the most crucial drops in the center of the map, and that's really amazing. Good to see that they're doing a really good job, and it's a standoff between D and Nitro. There are 2 XPs in the Maniacs, in the village of the blue base, which is Maniac's base, and the flag has been pulled. He has full health and has got it into the city. This could be a capture if they are able to play this properly. However, Salvatore is right behind him, who is low with the Nitro, but is one. Oh, the flag that just flipped, and he's still on his feet. Could he cap this? Oh, that is quite wonderful. He just caps it right by luck. It was expert flips. He got shot from multiple directions, but his DA Nitro helped him quite well, and he was able to cap this 1-0 to the Apex. Ladies and gentlemen, who accepted that? Who really expected that? That was quite amazing. I've got to give it to the Apex team. Now, with 8 minutes to go, can they cap a few more flags to secure this win? Since there was one squad change, Sato left for True to join in the Maniacs team. That was, I believe how they capped that. It was really good. Now, the hill again is being controlled by the Maniacs, which is really good. They have to keep control of that hill to be able to hold this win. Now, next set of drops has come in. Let's see how these guys are able to use these drops. The deep in the center gets taken, however the DA gets left behind, which is right side. There's two now. There is a set of DA Nitros in the village of the Maniac space. If they're able to use this properly, they can control the city really well. And in return, they will pull the flag. Now the flag is being pulled into the center of space, and there's good focus by Apex, and they stop the flag from even dropping down after base. However, Assault takes the flag with the DA Nitro, and he gets focused really well by Apex. Good focus by Apex. Salvatore again with the Nitro, but is one shot, so he may not be able to put it far. However, he seems to put it in right at the center of the map. Could he be stopped? Going in center under the bridge, and he's still one health, one shot. He's got backup from Assault, who is also one. But it seems Apex will return this. Well played by Superstar, who went right into the center, and luckily enough, the flag carrier was one shot. Again, now Capital Teals has pulled the flag with the DN Nitro, but it's 2 shots. Now, one shot, he is under the bridge. He needs to have the support of his teammates to be able to pull this. Seems he just lagged out, and it seems Capitalist is lagging. They went to replace him. Yes, they are still able to pull the flag with 5. Superstar going for the return once again. Apex player Superstar is able to return the flag right from the Maniac's base, which is quite wonderful. Now, it's still 1-0 with 5 minutes to go, and the Maniacs could pull a comeback. However, it seems that the Apex are holding their flag really well. Now, with half of the game to go, anything could happen, so brace yourself, ladies and gentlemen, anything could change. And Superstar pulls the flag in the center of the base. He has double penetration, he has backup from his teammates. With Multi-Killer with the Nitro in the center, however, he's short cut from the flag, it isn't able to pick it up. Oh, nice shot by one of the Maniac's players. Well played, they get rid of the guys who are carrying the drops. It's really important that you neutralize people that have the drops to be able to stand a chance. Still 1-0 with 4 minutes to go. Anything can happen in this time. Maniacs seem to be really lenient with the flags, or they were not able to as well as in prior rounds. assault pushing with the nitrous into the enemy base. Is he DA? Oh yes, he is able to steal their DA, which is really good because now he has their DA and he could pull into the center of the game, tying this round. And on the focus, there's two defenders, two very hungry defenders waiting for him to come up. He has support from True, who is on full drops right now. It could be a pain for the Apex team, and he pulls it right in the center of the map. He's putting him to the right side. He has continuous support with two full sets of XP and BP on the full drop set, and they could prove a big challenge for the Apex team. They really need to focus on these people for them to win. And that is how they able to cap this is still, and that is a tie as long as they capture the flag with 2.5 minutes to go. They can easily pull another flag and win this game. However, it could be dependent on Apex if they control the next set of drops properly. They could win this round. Flags me. Seems to be good defending by the Maniac team. We're not letting them even get close to the base now. Two beeps are attacking. However, they get killed really quickly. Good focus from the Maniacs, and Apex good focus by them to capture that flag and keep this round level. May I remind you again, it is 2-0 to the Maniacs team who are on the blue side. However, they do not need to win this round, but if they lose, they will have to play the next round, which could determine if they go into penalty or not. The draw will still win for the Maniac. With 1.5 minutes to go, less than 1.5 minutes to go, anything could happen. You could pull 2 to 3 flags in that time window, but that seems unlikely. These set of drops are controlled. This is the last set of drops, may I remind you. So it's really dependent. If these drops are controlled really well, they will be able to pull more. And seems the Maniacs are pushed right in the center. They have a full drop XP right on the bridge. You can pull a flag. True is pulling the flag again with he flips with the nitro, but he was one shot anyway. And another XP takes the flag with full drops. Is going in the center of the base. This could be a capture with less than 40 seconds to go. He is good focus by the Apex team. However, it seems this will be capture. And indeed, oh no, he gets killed right on the flag. True, however, takes the flag with. Yeah, oh, he caps right at the end. And another pulled flag is pulled again and is being carried by Captain Pierce, who's on the nitro. If he goes center, he might just have enough time, just enough time to cap this flag. Will he have enough time to take the flag is pulled and they want to cap this flag, they will have to return it, but Apex team will return it, and the Apex team will be cut too short and won't be able to cap this flag. That is it for today, ladies and gentlemen, and that was a 3-0 win to the Maniacs team in this finals of the Tank Line Cybershot Congo XPBP tournament. Thank you for watching, and today with you, your commentator was Klaus aka Typhoon, and our broadcaster was Crazy Boy from the German community. Thank you, Crazy Boy, and we'll see you next time.